Wonderful. I have a couple more questions. This is the fire round. We're all going to answer these as quick as we can.
Okay.
Okay, and I've mixed them up, so I don't know what they are. You guys ready for this? Where were you born?
McMinnville, Oregon.
What?
State College, Pennsylvania.
Whoa, Portland, Oregon. Good job. Favorite TV show of all time?
Probably Grey's Anatomy.
Okay.
Mandy and Friends.
Oh, snap!
Yeah.
Parks and Rec. I'm like, not my show. No. What's your favorite color? Black.
Blue.
All of them. No, teal and fuchsia. Okay, last one. Favorite old movie?
What is it?
Okay, mine.
Sorry, go ahead.
1920s film, My Man Godfrey.
Court Jester.
Yes! Oh, I love that one too!
I probably don't have one that old.
That's okay. That's okay. It could be from the 80s, I guess.
I really think it's probably Legends of the Fall.
Oh, really? That's a good one.
Epic movie.
Ah, that is epic. All right, well, this has been a hoot. We're going to transition now. Doodly-doodly-doo, and start talking about something else, which I'm so excited about. Y'all know the show Nutcracker.
Why, yes.
Yes. So for those of you watching, we just had Thanksgiving. Okay, we're moving into a new season, and it's Nutcracker season. Like, everyone is doing the Nutcracker somewhere. Like, every dance studio has to do the Nutcracker or something like it, I feel. But I'm excited to say that your studio is doing the Nutcracker. And so, but you guys do something extra special, which I am very excited to talk about because it is so special. You give the majority of the money or all of the money?
All of the money.
All of the money that they make in tickets to nonprofits here in our community. So let's talk about that.
Yeah.
How many years have you been running the show?
7 years.
Okay.
And it is not something I wanted to do initially because adding another show as a young business owner in the holiday season is just, it's a cost barrier for parents and kids and scheduling and all of that. But once we tested it with the idea of it being a benefit for charities, we got such a wonderful response that we've then done it every year. We get to partner with Newburgh High School, their auditorium and theater department. We have a booster club, which is a nonprofit separate from the studio, which makes every donation tax deductible.
Nice.
Wow.
So in order to cover the production of the show, we get local business sponsorships.
Okay.
So now the kids don't have to pay as much. They pay a very small fee to be in the show. Then nobody really has a barrier to participation. So we've had, this year I think we have about 100 kids in the show.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Oh, my goodness.
And a lot of kids have been in the show every year, going up through the roles.
That's great.
And we have our older dancers do the principal roles. We work really hard for it to be a professional-looking show.
Yeah.
Even though it is, a holiday home studio show, you still get dressed up to go to it, and it's so much fun. This year we're donating to 4 charities: Love Inc., Faith in Action, Newburgh Fish, and then also A Family Place.
Awesome.
And we picked those because they're all locally run, and they are supported by local volunteers, and they give directly back to our community.
Nice.
There are a lot of other really great, wonderful national and international charities, but we thought more hometown pride to keep it really tight. So, yeah, we've raised $95,000 in the last 7 years.
Wow,
That's
that is
so
amazing.
exciting.
It's really great.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah.
Yay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, high five.
Yeah.
We'll do that too. Wow. That's so great.
It
so
is.
are you, there's some fun little tidbits though, like for example, your husband is the Rat King.
Yes.
And how many years in a row has he done that one?
I think 6.
Oh, snap.
I think 6, yeah. So he's we have him, who is the only adult really in the show, and we do have, and for many, many reasons around the word adult.
Yes.
was a power tumbler as a kid, and
Cool.
so he loves being on stage, and he's
so
so
he does
much fun
some
to watch.
fun flips and
He's
tricks.
fun.
And stuff.
Yes, exactly. And then we have a gentleman from George Fox who I met through my dance class there, who's now our Nutcracker.
I was going to ask you about that.
And
he's
so
reprising
he's doing it
the
again.
role.
Yes,
That's so good.
that's really nice. And then everyone else. The majority of the kids are between the ages of 2 and 6.
Perfect.
Wow.
But they're only on stage for a little bit. But
Right.
they're
So precious.
cute.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So cute.
So I've grown up watching the Nutcracker because my mom and her good friend Melinda, they're actually in the Singing Christmas Tree this year together, which is so
Fun.
cute. Melinda had season tickets to the Civic Auditorium in Portland, and so I went to see the Nutcracker probably like 10 years in a row.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
starting at the age of 6 until I was 16. Yeah. And it was the very last one that we went to. We got front row, dead center, Civic Auditorium seats. I know. And this is starting like when I was 6, we were up in the nosebleeds. And it was so funny because over the 10 years, it was like we got closer and closer. But it always baffled me, like during the... it was the winter scene, the sleigh, and Clarice with Clara with the Nutcracker. Sorry, Clarice.
Clarice.
A different kind of Nutcracker. No. Anyway, and these voices from the pit would, there was a choir happening down in the pit. And for 10 years, I wanted to know who was singing. And sure enough, 16-year-old me, I was dead centered, front row. The voices start up, and I'm like, I have to see who these people are. So during the performance, I scooch to the edge of my seat, and then I quickly, because it's, still like a solid 6 feet away from me, I go, and I peek over as fast as I can, and I lock eyes with this girl that is down there, and she happened to be my church friend. Like, we were in the same...
And you're like, why didn't you tell me about this, girl?
I seriously, though, I was like, Alexis? And she's like, what? It was so surreal. And so that Sunday, I was like, were you singing? She's like, yeah, I've done that for years. And she's now on a cruise ship.
Oh,
like,
wow.
she's a professional opera singer. And it was just so funny in that moment. I'm like, what? Anyway.
I was
that's my
imagining that you were going to fall over
Oh, yeah.
and land in one of the instruments.
Well, that's what I hear, though. Your Nutcracker
I
story.
was in the Nutcracker with the Nevada Ballet Dance Theater probably 6 years in a row.
Nice.
Growing up through, they change little acts. And the first year I was we did like a Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs scene.
Oh, cute.
Mother Ginger.
Yeah, and we all like ran out from under their dress.
Yeah.
But when I got, like the last year I was doing it, and when you're able to be a part of the party scene. Now, when you're growing up in ballet, you want to be, eventually in that scene. So I was a part of the Garland dance, and this particular night, they were filming the entire show because they were going to, air it and, make commercials out of it and etc. So during the Garland scene, dancing, and I fell. And I yelled the loudest F-bomb.
Oh.
The entire audience heard me. It was recorded.
Oh, boy.
And it was so awful. I got up and finished the dance, and they whipped me off stage, but I actually was kind of hamming it up a little bit because I didn't want to get in trouble because that was really bad. And so they sat me in the wings through the rest of the show with ice on my ankle, and I got to see the whole show from that area, and that was really great. But,
there you go.
Yeah. Oops.
Oh, well.
Whoopsie.
Whoopsie. Oopsie poopsie.
Sorry, Nevada Dance Theater. That was me all those years ago.
How old are you?
I was 13.
Okay.
13, yeah.
13, dropping that F-bomb.
I don't know where I
you
learned
go.
that. I was in Las Vegas at
Oh,
the time.
wow. Do you have any, fun...
I was actually never in the Nutcracker.
Okay.
My studios that I attended were never ballet schools per se.
Mm-hmm.
So that's also why I was reluctant to put one on. But
Sure.
I did make a promise to my cast this year, as I've been running the rehearsals for the last however many years.
Mm-hmm.
I decided that when I'm an old senile woman with nothing else to do, and my husband, whether or not he's dead at this time, I'll be doing a one-woman Nutcracker show. Every song, everything, every dance, yeah, and no instruments. I'll just be doing.
Oh,
Oh my God.
wow! I will pay to see that.
Seriously,
So,
I hope
You're
I'm
coming
still
out
alive
with
to see that.
a walker and
Maybe.
or a wheelchair, like.
No, I think I'll still. Well, maybe. But that's what
You
I do
could
now.
start with the wheelchair,
Yeah.
graduate to the walker, cane, and then end with, "Hey, didn't actually need any of that. And I'm
I'm gonna be
89."
80 something. Yeah.
Or the opposite way and end up in a wheelchair at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, sorry, I can't go on.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, totally. Okay, well, that does sound amazing. I'm excited.